What is in a normal summon? As compared to Magic or Hearthstone, in which mana limits the number of cards a pilot can play during a turn, the only real restriction in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the once per turn normal summon. The normal summon is an invisible resource, which is replenished every turn. Without this limitation, the game would become incredibly fast, with the ability to cycle through 12 cards with gadgets, and ultimately creating either an unbreakable board or an FTK. The restriction on normal summoning is a fundamental safeguard against the game devolving into being decided simply by the roll of the die in order to determine who goes first. That being said, some cards do allow for additional normal summons. Ultimate Offering is part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Power 9, and unlimited normal summons is so powerful that the card will likely stay on the ban list for a while. Cards that even allow one additional normal summon see competitive play. Double Summon is the simplest example, and in recent memory saw play as an extender in the Tier 0 Spiral format. Certain monsters like Constellar Pollux and its corrupted counterpart, Evil Swarm Caster, offer archetypal access to an additional normal summon, both of which saw play in the Zexal metagame. The normal summon card on everyone's mind is the reason why Brilliant Fusion got limited, the reason why players trade the inconsistency of running a useless card in the deck for tempo. The most splashable additional normal summon card is easily Gem Knight Serapha Knight. The card saw play because of a confluence of different factors. When used with Brilliant Fusion, the unique fusion material requirement allowed for a light attribute monster to be sent directly from the deck to the graveyard. This Foolish Burial effect could send anything from Lightsworn Wolf to Electromagnetic Turtle to the graveyard as setup. Brilliant Fusion also puts Serapha Knight on the board, a relatively low tempo play, but the monster could then be consolidated into another extra deck card, such as a Synchro or Link monster. The final benefit of Serapha Knight is the actual normal summon. In a dedicated deck, all three beneficial aspects of Brilliant Fusion could be used for a huge tempo swing. Based on Double Summon and Brilliant Fusion, a second normal summon is worth a card, in the case of the former, and running a dead card in the deck, in the case of the latter. But what can you get out of a normal summon? I am going to look at a few cards which offer a benefit, on their own, just by being normal summoned. A lot of older toolbox cards will be featured, as much of the game has become increasingly focused on archetypes, and quickly committing resources to the board. Without further ado, my favorite things to do with the normal summon. Removal options are strangely limited in Yu-Gi-Oh! As mass removal options exist like Raigeki, but there is not a spell that just destroys a single monster. Thankfully, there are a good number of normal summon monsters with the effect. Exiled Force is among the oldest, with a simple 1-for-1 removal option. Bullblader and DD Warrior Lady have similar utility, but must battle the monster. The best option in this category, however, is likely Neospatian Grandmal, which is non-targeting, non-destruction removal every turn. Neospatian Grandmal was probably the best use of the normal summon in anti-meta decks, although Eater of Millions has become a better replacement in recent memory. Speaking of anti-meta cards, Doom Caliber Knight boasts an impressive effect negation ability, and Banisher of the Radiance gives a Macrocosmos-like effect. General utility effects are common on the normal summon, with Wind-Up Kitten allowing for a compulsionary evacuation device effect. Tsukiyomi is going to stand in for all the spirit monsters which have powerful effects, but contribute no board presence during the opponent's turn. Tsukiyomi has a Book of Moon effect, which might be the reason Book of Moon is never coming off the ban list. Either that, or Konami literally forgot the Book of Moon was still on the list. Legendary Jujutsu Master has the effect of Phoenix Winged Wind Blast. Neospatian Aqua Dolphin has an effect similar to Trap Dust Shoot, although with relatively high restrictions. And who can forget the GOAT format standout, Breaker the Magical Warrior, which either gains 300 attack to become a 1900 beater, or can use the counter placed upon it to destroy a spell or trap card. This option for either tempo play or card advantage is the reason why Breaker was at 1 during GOAT format. The strongest contenders for the best use of normal summon are probably with search cards. Since the printing of Elemental Hero Stratos, normal summon searchers have become common in many archetypes. Notable examples are Volcanic Rocket, a strong beater with a +1 effect, and Satellar Knight Deneb, which is an excellent setup for rank 4 plays. Stratos surpasses these cards though. Stratos has a spell and trap removal effect which puts cards like Deep Sweeper and Breaker the Magical Warrior to shame. Stratos being the best normal summon in the game is probably the reason why it spent such a long stint on the FNL list. So what is in a normal summon? A small gain in tempo? A +1 in card advantage? A general utility effect? In modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, some decks don't even require the normal summon. In these decks, cards like Denko Sekka or Thunder King Ryo offer a great stumbling block for the opponent, while also contributing a minor amount of tempo to the board. Ultimately, the normal summon is Yu-Gi-Oh!'s hidden resource, and is necessary to help balance the game.